talking about such a beautiful family business and, above all, such a delicious product because we get to talk to you today about your family business and the caviar that you produce and that you make so many people happy with. And what a beautiful topic it is, really, and what a decadent topic it is. It almost feels like we should be having champagne together here right now and sort of like a sip it very, elegantly while we're talking about this. But for you, it's your day to day. For you, it's your trade. For you, I'm sure there's a lot of glamour, but there's also a lot of hard work behind the scenes. John, tell us a little bit first, maybe about how the business came into being, because I know that you and your brother, you have a special story. It would be lovely to hear it from you.
Our family business is starting from the great dream of our father. That was a trout farmer, because our grandfather was a trout farmer in the 1940s, and he had a dream, and the dream was related to the fact of being able to collect the last native Italian sturgeons, called Adriatic sturgeon, in Latin Acipenser maccari. That is an endemic species of the Adriatic Sea. And he had the chance 45, 50 years ago to collect the last specimens of that fish in the major Italian rivers in the north of Italy. And then he got these babies, a young fish of about half a kilo, 1 kilo, 2 kilos, fish of about 1, 2 to 3 years. And he had the chance to collect about 60 specimens of that sturgeon. And then instead of eating those sturgeons, like most part of the other fishermen were doing, he thought, I know how to spawn and the entire production cycle of the trout, because it's a family business already. And the dream was maybe one day, maybe I'll be able to spawn those fish. And actually, in the 1988, it was the 16th of June of 1988, and was a great day. I was 18 years old, and we succeed in spawning those sturgeons that from 1, 2 kilos, so this size, after 15 and over years, were almost 2 meters. So very big fish, ready to spawn, females and males. And all those 50 fish about were new from us, me and my brothers, with everyone with a nickname. Yeah, like pets, the same. In Italian, there was the one that was very big and little fat, that was called Mamma Storione, so was the mother of the sturgeon. And then another one that was very long, and another female, very long and black, that was called Grande Nera, so the big and black one. And so on, a lot of different names. And we still have, after 45 years, over 40 years, we still have some of those, technically those are called F0, because are the wild generation. We have about 10 of those fish. And it's we are very proud of this, and our history, the path really on the sturgeon business, started from that dream of my father, that is now retired, and he passed us this great passion for the aquaculture and for to be a dreamer, to have some view far away.
I wanted to ask you, we are currently faced with a very difficult situation environmentally. How has that impacted, your business? Like, because you're talking about, I can so imagine for your product, obviously the whole supply chain, the whole value chain, it needs to be super transparent. You're taking care of it from A to Z as a family. But then there's the environment that is changing. So we have a warming of the water. We have like a lot of external factors that you cannot control. What are your biggest risk factors at the moment with regards to even what you explained to me about restocking, and then also about, of course, like just harvesting the eggs? Like, what is your biggest risk factors, and like, how are you mitigating that risk that is out of your control for the business?
So today is we are in the spring season. It's May, and now we are spawning. We are approaching the new spawning of the new babies, of the new fingerlings that will be producing the caviar in about 10, 15 years from now. So it's extremely difficult in a kind of business point of view, like an entrepreneur, to be able to look so far if you don't have if you do not trust yourself and if you do not if you don't have a positive approach to what will happen. We face in the 2020, the blackout due to the COVID, and then the unbelievable consumption we saw in the year after, because a lot of people were home, and they started to call us and say, we want to try your caviar, we want to taste your product, because we are home, we cannot do anything else, so we need some bottles of good wines and maybe some good food. And now the industry is facing not only us. Of course, we sell very well, and our caviar is very well reputed in the market. But then, what is happening now? We don't have enough caviar, and we have a demand that is higher than the capability at the moment we have to produce. But you have to understand that in our business, we just have the possibility to increase, to control the output, the quantity we produce after 10 years only.
Tell us how you're currently working with the family to produce Ars Italica. How does it work?
Sergio is the director of the farm, and we have about 10 people that are working together. Just 2 words on one of those people that is now is getting older, and it is the main person that is working in the farm outside, working together with the workers. And he started with us 20 years ago, this project, and his name is Claudio. And Claudio is the head of our workers. And he has 8 sons, so boys and girls. So he has a big family, and he lives in the farm. Our business is not only related to the things we do, but even to the people we work each other. We spend so much time together, sometimes more than our families, working each other. And Sergio is the director of the farm, and this gentleman is really the guardian of what is happening there. And then the way is the process is, so there is a part of the business that is related to the females for the production of the meat and the caviar, and this is my right hand. So we take some profits because we need to be sustainable for our families, for us. And what we like even to do is with our left hand, so the other, to use some of these profits to keep on in our farm stock of biodiversity of native Adriatic sturgeon, the wild specimens that we still have, and even the generations, so the F1, F2 generations. And we work with university, with different association like World Sturgeon Conservation Society or the University of Padova, and even the Veneto region, for example. And we work for restocking plans, and we like, to be part of this because it's even a good way to do the right thing, and it makes more sustainable the entire process. So at the end, the biodiversity, because of the experience we made, and thanks to the dream, the little dream that our father brought to us when we were young, it's the same biodiversity you have on your table. This is a kind of approach that we should use on the wine, on the pasta, so on the milk, on all the different products, because we had lost so much in the wild. We have to try to keep something in even in the production chain, because everything would be part of us, would be part of our culture, and we can pass. So it's part of the conservation. We want to be present in this planet. We are not the only one. We have to understand very well, and why we have to produce something that doesn't exist when we have the possibility, at least in my niche, in my production niche, to do the right thing. So we have to do it.